Commentary Blue Commentary Burgundy Commentary Comment Blue Commentary Burgundy Blue Commentary Blue Commentary Burgundy Commentary Commentary.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hope all is well with you and yours. Welcome to Burgundy Blue Commentary, where we talk about what we want to talk about when we want to talk about it. So, you guys, yesterday we started part 1 of the board meeting. We're on to part 2, and shout out to Critical Smoker. I want to make sure y'all go over to Critical channel. Hold on, guys, while I got you up. Let me set up. I don't have a whole lot of time today. Got to get some other stuff done on top of, life be lifing, child. Life be lifing, but let me tell you something. We still here, right? Let's see. Let's go to YouTube and let me just set this up. Y'all, I'm still laughing last night discussion about Shannon Sharp. I'm sorry. Hilarious. Shannon Sharp. I don't even know. I don't know why. Shannon Sharp, but it's just in my head now. It just had me when he was saying. And then I was up watching LNC last night. What's up, Igbo? What's up, Choose? Hey, you got time to Choose? I heard the streets. Chill. We just, one thing about you, Choose, you're very demure. You're very demure. Miss Asia, good morning. Y'all, so if y'all hear me randomly chuckle, it's because we was up talking about Shannon Sharp. And did y'all hear that Shannon Sharp? Then I got up with Late Night Crew last night, and then I watched Armand Wiggins as well. And they actually, Armand too, he played the video, and I was scared to play the video of Shannon Sharp. Y'all just look it up, child. And I was getting my coffee this morning, and all I heard was, put it up in ya, put it up in my head. Put it up in ya, put it up in ya. Shannon Sharp is a mess. Oh, y'all, the internet is a mess. Miss Asian, Unc said, don't get it confused. So I'm gonna do a part 2 about Shannon Sharp today, because now that you know how the internet is, they done found who they think the girl is, and she's trying to set the record straight. And it's just, you can't make the stuff up that goes on online, child. So if y'all hear me randomly laughing, I'm like, put it up in ya. From Shannon Sharp, child. I watched it and was blushing. I had to watch it in segments because I'm like, oh, is he? Oh my. Oh my. I don't think I'm supposed to be listening to this. All right. So let's finish the board meeting. But I want to say shout out to Critical Smoker, who will be over at the. Make sure you set your alerts. And you guys, please credit this man. What be wrong with y'all? Credit him and anybody else out there, because y'all are literally sitting in your apartments watching his stream and making bank. This is so cute. He made this little thumbnail. This is so cute. I really like it, Critical. And y'all don't give him no credit. Y'all act like y'all are there. Give that man his credit. And y'all that got 800,000 followers, send that man $100. What's wrong with y'all? Y'all getting all these super chats, and I'm not even pocket watching. Give that man, and send some followers his way, please. Okay, like it's not giving demure. Do the right thing, guys. So shout out to Critical Smoker. He's almost at 2K. So I appreciate. What choose? I can't pay attention to the chat. Michelle. Y'all, Shannon Sharp is in these streets. But okay, follow Critical Smoker. We love you, Critical, because Choose that threw me off. But this the thing. Back to, because we'll talk about him all day. This the thing. It was the afternoon. It wasn't even midnight. It wasn't 10. It wasn't just dark. This Shannon Sharp was doing this at brunch. So y'all, that had me thinking. I'm like, okay, I never know what life might take me, right? And I started thinking brunch and Shannon Sharp, and I'm like, it was daylight. And I am in no position body wise to have I like give me a soft light or pitch black. So I got up and went to the gym this morning. Like, you never know, ladies. Lunchtime might happen for us all one day. We might have to be in the bask of the real daylight. I'm like, give me covers, keep my socks on, and I need a big t-shirt. Work your way around. work work your way around this t-shirt. find out where you figure it out. Shoot, figure it out. It was brown. It was broad daylight. And you know, daylight is like the best light. It's like having a ring with a ring light over your whole. You can see everything. No, I went to the gym this morning. I said, by golly, let me moisturize. All right, you guys. Shannon Sharp had me cracking. Michelle, my Michelle. I was laughing because Armand Wiggins, you gotta watch his video, and then you gotta watch Lovely T was saying said, she said we're gonna give him a pass because Michelle seems satisfied. Y'all, everybody had jokes last night. I'm just glad the internet. Okay, so we're at this point with the internet. What we gonna do next? Like, remember when the internet you only could do like two things? Now you got social media, and we woke up this morning talking about the Shannon Sharp sex tape. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. I don't know where we're gonna go from here. So again, hey Shy Girl, hey everybody, good morning. We can blame Choose for that. Michelle, mama. Like, people start looking up all kind of Michelles. Okay, so shout out to Critical Smoker. So we're gonna go over to the Lancet Journal too as well today because they put up their video. Shout out to the Lancet Journal. I put Critical's link in the chat, and I put the Lancet Journal's link in the chat as well. We could probably hear Robert a little bit more on here because we're talking about Sugargate. So now I want to tell you guys something about me. You know how I'm always like, hey y'all, let me see. I don't think this. Remember, I was talking about they was taking ice cream away from the seniors. Now I see why. See, this is the thing about your girl Bird. I have to hear stuff for myself. I do not like people telling me what's going on. I be like people send me stuff all the time. Be like, Bird, they saying this about you. You got to clip it. You got timestamp or I don't believe you. You know what I mean? I'm one of those people. So when I started to hear the Kiki Wyatt spending, it was overkill. It's no way. And y'all know, I'm gonna give it to you straight. It's no way we gave Kiki Wyatt $30,000. That was okay. I'm not hating. That was good enough. If you go give it a 30,000, that's all inclusive. Okay. It's no way we gave her $30,000. And we're gonna go over her performance too. Because I don't think she was on stage 30 minutes. I can't, I don't know. Y'all was watching it with me, but I want to say maybe it was the rain. Maybe that's why I felt like it was going fast. But Jay Holiday, he definitely went above and beyond. But yeah, if you're gonna give Kiki Wyatt $30,000, that's it. That include everything. That's all inclusive. It's no way that we now paying for her black car. We're now paying for her food. We're now paying for everything. No, I understand celebrities have writers. Don't get me wrong. I get it. A lot of y'all know the industry. You understand how it go. You get your payment and then you have your writer. But in lieu of the climate that we're in the township, it was overkill. That's it. And I'm wondering if they even had some negotiations or they just went ahead and she said, this is what she charged and they paid it. You know what I mean? At this point, this is when you have to go local, maybe local talent, maybe talent. Okay. Like I said, I'm just gonna, when you have a budget, right? You want to spend your budget. So like if you say, Berg, your budget is 100K, I'm gonna say, okay, that means I could do whatever I want with that 100K. I get it. So I get from that part the supervisor standpoint. However, and let me pause it here. Now I can see about the spending. You know why I couldn't before? We finally got some silence up in this piece. I almost said the other word is like y'all at these meetings, we can't even concentrate on what's going on because the audience is so overreactive. We can't get no business handled. We can't hear nothing. And you can't even you just can't even get through the meeting without it being overshadowed by the oohs, the ahs, and the shocking and the cussing out and all this loud talk in the audience. I these last couple of meetings, even the one where Michael Smith and stuff was appointed, it made me listen more onto what the super mayor actions are. Now I get it. Instead of y'all bullying every damn thing that coming your way, now most of us can hear like, oh no, Kiki Wyatt, black car, what? Oh no, y'all how many cakes? And why we ain't go to Sam's Club for the cakes in a bundle? Why we at Calumet Bakery? You know, just in lieu of the climate. You see what I'm saying? Again, I understand if she still spent less than Frank Zuccarelli. I understand that, but all eyes are on you, and you're in this situation. It's best to scale back, and not that you have to do everything that they tell you to do, but it's just what do I want to say, you guys? You guys always come up with better words than me, but it's more about being responsible. So if I got $10 and I know I could get a carton of eggs for $2.99 at Walt's, but I know Aldi's is a block over and they cost 99 cents, I might just go to Aldi's. Even though Walt's got the creme de la creme, I look fancy shopping in Walt's. And Aldi, I got to put a quarter in the cart. It's still more financial responsible. You know what I mean? Choose compassion. She went right to City Trends, baby. Mm-hmm. Hey, Regina. Good morning, everybody. So let's finish up. So now I appreciate, somebody said it wasn't a good move for the super mayor to ask, what did she ask? She was like, Carmen, read the numbers. Now I bet you she won't take that back, because when Robert started reading the numbers, we need to put a glucose check machine on the Amazon list. Because these seniors are choose. I think you had left at that point. Remember, we were talking about diabetes and stuff, and we was tussling. When you heard Robert read that list off, I was like, now wait a minute now. this sugar overload. But we understand it's different places and all that stuff, and I still think birthdays should be celebrated. But it's about being fiscally. Yes, Calumet Bakery cakes taste much better. They do. They're delicious. They're delicious. It's about maybe finding out if we could budget a plan, if we could get pound cakes. Can we contact Edelman's and get a crunch cake? What can we do? We have to start slice up that crunch cake. Remember, Sam's Club got or Fair Play, not fair, Food for Less, Fair Play. They got those buckets of ice creams. We might just need to get that bucket of swirl and just have it in the deep freezer over there at Keith Price. We got to learn how to tighten up the belt. So now I'm seeing maybe we got it, so spend it. You see what I'm saying? And then also, when I go back to looking at the credit cards, now I see just this one meeting, because we had silence and not nobody being like, you bees, you need N-words and all that. I actually heard where the credit cards could possibly be a problem. I do too, Tony. Hey, Critical, what's up? Hey, Gardens. Oh, Miss Aja, do you know I got my sister wedding cake from there? And it was just like a 2-tier. It was small because it was an intimate wedding. And my dad put it in the back of the truck and it fell over. When I tell you I was devastated, because you know how expensive it was. I'm like, so nobody wanted to strap the cake in. It's expensive. Gardens, what's up? I said, let them seniors eat cake. I'm with you, but we gotta listen. We're gonna keep on listening to the numbers. Choose. We might have to say, all right, now we can't have cake. Birthday is the only time y'all gonna have cake. We ain't gonna be no cake at bingo now. It ain't no cake at bingo. Now y'all go get some Jello molds. Okay, let's read these numbers. We're picking up where we left off, and we're at the Lancet Journal. And I think I'm right here. Let's listen together. Hit the like button.
1200 comedian first Thursday. $3.99 PLT Entertainment. 1200 comedian first Thursday. $400 Calumet Bakery. $252 cake for senior event. 401 Calumet Bakery. $126.
Man, Miss Asia, them cakes. So you guys, you ever go to Calumet Bakery? And when you it's in Lansing, shout out to them. When you go there, they have like maybe they should go to cupcakes or maybe donuts. Do we have? I mean, for a senior event, maybe something else we could have like pie, donuts. I don't know what's cheaper than. Sometimes that cake get pricey. That cake does get pricey. Birthdays, yes, cake.
Cake for senior event. 402 Calumet Bakery. $252 cake for senior event. 403 Calumet Bakery. $252 cake for senior event. 404 Calumet Bakery. $126 cake for senior event. 405 Calumet Bakery. $126 cake for senior bingo. 406 Calumet Bakery. $163 strawberry cake. 407 Calumet Bakery. $163 strawberry cake. 408 Calumet Bakery. $81 strawberry cake. 409 Calumet Bakery. $163 strawberry cake. 410 Calumet Bakery. $326 cake, pink and gold.
What's pink and gold, y'all? Is that like a sorority or something like that? Or like what's pink and gold? Cake, pink and gold. What do we need? Wait a minute. No, that wasn't that. I'm trying to think of what happened because this is August. It's big news. Somebody put shoes in the corner. Big news. Look, no wonder they go. I'm gonna start going to sing. I like strawberry cake. I'm gonna start going to bingo.
411 Calumet Bakery. $326 big bingo cake. 412 Calumet Bakery. $407.50 strawberry cake.
Y'all, why are we eating this much? Wait, and I think see, okay, big bingo is what? Every other Thursday? No, big bingo is once a month. Why? Let me see. I'm going to big bingo next time. Big bingo, Thornton Township, because I thought this was just August and maybe to end of July, right? Big bingo. Okay, the next big bingo. I'm registered right now. Right now. Okay, big bingo is the 19th. Then every third Thursday of the month. Then Tech Savvy is the 26th. So what are all these cakes? How many cakes do we need? Like, why we just can't get a sheet cake? And I'm sorry. I love Calumet Bakery, but maybe a Sam's Club discount. You know what I mean? Oh, what's that black owned cake place? They used to be in Hazelcrest. I love that. Hey, Angelica's. Maybe some kind of contract with Angelica's, or I don't know. I don't know. They're not eating they cake. You don't want that. Dalton still with that straw. He said bingo prizes can't exceed $10. That, you know what? I don't. If that's the case, everybody's in trouble, not just Tiffany. That's how I feel about it. So, and thanks for that, Regina. I feel like everybody on that board is in trouble, including Jerry Jones' daughter braiding hair. Everybody's in trouble because they all participated in it at one time. So that means bring them all out. Bring them all out. They was all rolling those bingo balls together, and now they upset. You know, all of them in trouble.
413 Calumet Bakery, $326. HB Everyone Cake. I think that's Happy Birthday Everyone Cake. 414 Carlos Medina, $350 photography service.
Who's the one that's being
415 Carlos Medina.
I'm sorry, Regina. I'm with you. If it's a statute, they about to shut every church from Harvey to Hammond down, because it's plenty of bingo halls and church bingos where people go and get $100, $500. That's what they've been doing for years. And I mean years. It's not just big bingo. It's plenty of senior events out this way in the township independently where they advertise big prizes for bingo. So I do find it interesting that it's $10. If that's the statute, a lot of people gonna be in trouble. A lot of people. Everybody needs to be in trouble. It's about senior bingo. So wait, are you? But big bingo is not just for seniors. Everybody could go. Are you saying that it's just let me know. Are you saying I didn't watch it yet? So let me know what you say, because that big bingo is for everybody. You know, a lot of people come, like the special needs community come out as well. Their home come out. It's just a whole community thing. Yeah, so mostly it's all seniors because that's who do bingo. But I mean, if they gonna pull that statute, they gotta go back to the Dorchester bingo. They gotta go back to the church right there on Lincoln Avenue that has bingo on Wednesdays and advertise prizes. Yeah, everybody bingo. Y'all watch the Ozarks? It's like a money laundering scheme. Bingo is a money laundering scheme. They all in trouble. So you mean to tell me, and shout out to Hannibal, but it's been 4 years, 3 years of big bingo, and now, well, yeah, almost 3 years, 2.5 years. Now y'all saying it's a $10 statute, and people been getting refrigerators every other day. Man, come on. I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over it. It's like people just find stuff now. Oh, like according to statute law 16. Okay, let me just keep it to you. Let me keep it 1,000. Okay. This is Dolton for people that don't know. And shout out to Regina. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. Let me know, Regina. This is Dolton, you guys. No matter what people say, it's a freaking we voted for another food pantry. We voted for a soup kitchen. Okay, it's not people rolling in the dough. Okay, it's not a lot. Some people are well off. Some people can say, oh yeah, I make 6 figures because they didn't retire. They got that, and then they got a side hustle, or they got rental properties, or they got a new boo. Yeah, a lot of people can say that, but it's not like, and I'm gonna say this the way I want to say it. It's not like you like, oh my God, let me look on the map of the United States, and I got anywhere I could go in this world. Anywhere. I mean, in the United States. In Illinois, I can go anywhere I want to go. And you know where I'm going to go? Dolton, Illinois. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like, and then look at what's happening on TV. Look at the foolishness that's happening on TV and say, yes, this is where I want to raise my family. Or you see the ride-alongs. Burger has a fence. If anybody's from the Southland, just drive down past Burger Vandenberg. They have a fence that a car or somebody crashed into about 3 years ago. And it's been down, the kids playing in the playground, and it's next to a busy street and right across the street from Maxwell Street. And nobody will take an initiative from the school district to the village to fix you know how much a gate costs? A chain link fence? Peanuts. A chain link fence costs nothing. That's the cheapest fence you could get. They don't care. Go to the website at any given Sunday and see if anything's been updated since 2021. They don't care. So it's not like I love my community because this is what I know. But I've been other places. Shoot, I was in South Holland this morning getting some coffee, and I was like, man, this is nice. I could sit out there. I was sitting outside on the fire pit with my computer, just enjoying my little time after my walk. This is nice. This is nice. Then I get to my neighborhood, and across the street, they're trying to sell a house. And this is the third time squatters that got in the house. They got back in there again. So the man is having difficulty getting them out because now the police are there, and they now live there. So now they got to wait on the sheriffs. They got 6 and 7 food for less carts just laying in their carport. This is what's going on, and nobody cares. Nobody. It's been a couch laying at the end of the street for about 8 months. Nobody. Public Works, where you at? Come pick it up. Well, no, Homewood Disposal got to pick it up. Homewood Disposal, nope. Public Works got to pick it up. Just let's get it done. So that's my thoughts. Yeah. Oh, that school district one. Thanks, Big Mike. Hey, Big Mike, that's a hello. Yeah, good luck with that. Hey, me running for anything, that's what they think. I just, the way that they can't work together, anybody that come in there that's an outsider, let's say any trustee that come in there, Big Mike, if it's not a whole new cabinet, they're doomed. They're doomed, a whole new board. They're doomed. They are not going to let any outsiders in on their secrets. It's not going to happen. So that's why I think a lot of people now, me too, I see it's like, man, now it might need to be the whole house because it's so much. People can't control themselves now, and they're not even in office yet, and they acting the fool. And then the people that back them, shout out to Choose Compassion, the people that's supposed to be backing them or be a part of their team, they don't know how to control themselves either. So imagine what's going to happen later down the road. The worst again, like we're doomed just because we don't know how to treat each other with kindness. And I mean that. Who is exactly making the charges? I can see Tiff with the big wig orders, but is she actually order these cakes, or is it a team member? Oh, let's get back to that. So exactly, Erica. Hey, good morning. Now I was blind, now I can see. Now I see the problem with the credit cards, in my opinion. Okay, if you have this many credit cards, like you see how they're reading the warrant list. This stuff has already been paid, right? So now they're just writing and saying they refusing not to pay it, but it's already been paid. It's almost like I know y'all gonna say no, so I could just use the credit cards. I don't have to wait on the, what do you call it? I don't have to wait on the accounts payable, accounts receivables, which was the snail way to do things. You know what I mean? I don't understand why they're using that many credit cards now that I see it, if it's not going to be responsible. So yes, they're documenting what they spent, but without board approval. So now I see the problem. I'm like, okay, so would the board had approved $400 of strawberry cake? Probably not. But it's spent, so now what can they do? I just find it really interesting. And Big Mike, you should run for office, please. My stomach's growling. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Gardish, you should really run. Let me go to what Regina's saying. Oh, Regina, you giving us a statute? Thank you. Okay, so Tony said as well, the Edgar County Watchdog showed the statute that said municipalities can't go over $10 without a license. Oh, so it's like gambling at that point, right? Right, Regina, Tony. So it's like gambling, right? The statute reference applies to municipalities without a license. You know what? I don't dispute it. I think y'all right. I'm saying that everybody needs to be in trouble, because why did it take Facebook, Hannibal, Tony, Regina to bring this to their attention? Everybody should be in trouble. Everybody, not just Tiffany. Anybody that was swirling around a bingo ball, their hands are dirty. That's what I'm saying. Because y'all should know that. Since now, in the words of Gardens, everybody municipality lawyers and all. And y'all know what I like to say, since now y'all got y'all degree and you know everything. Now everybody want to read ordinances and statutes. Where were you at? Shout out to Choose Compassion. Wonderful movie. Movie. That's what Dolton turned into. Wonderful live today, where she brought up a point, like, now we see all these ordinances. That's what should have happened in the beginning. Instead of you worried about fireworks, we should have been set the ordinances in place now, way back. You know what I mean? Very interesting. Yes, they would vote for you. Chu says this license entitles an organization to hold one bingo session a week with a maximum of 25 bingo games per session and a maximum of 2,250 in prizes. Oh, now see, choose it. You great with the numbers. Break down the bingo balls for us, girl. And she says it's the 230 Illinois CS 25 bingo license and tax act. This is interesting. Three. Yeah, I'm not disputing if it's wrong. It's a lot of stuff in here wrong. But now it's like we was closed. We had our eyes closed before, but now, we telling. Shout out to the Lancet Journal again for this coverage. Make sure y'all follow them. Shout out to Critical Smoker. He will be out there tonight. Let's get him to 2K. We love Critical Smoker. Okay, let's go back to Robert Hunt. Is he done with cake yet?
$250 photographer. 416 Carlos Medina, $250 photographer services. 417 Charles J. Williams, $1,200 media production. 418 Illinois Productions LLC, $1,900 video service.
Wait a minute, Melanie she just Hey, Trina Downs is in the house. We're gonna cover your visit to the school board later, Trina. We'll be supporting you. This is interesting. Look how Melanie went right over to that office. She was like, wait a minute, hold on, let me get this. Let's go.
419 Illinois.
Oh, is that my officer? Hey, officer. Officer Storm. Hey.
Production LLC, $850 video service. 420 Illinois Public Risk Fund. We should pay this workers' comp. But $154.19 on workers' comp. 421 Jimbo's Catering, $399. Senior Home Big Bingo. Catering, $999. Senior Home Big Bingo. 423 Jimbo's Catering, $469. Senior Home Big Bingo. 424 Kurt's Barbecue, $702. Taste Food. This is another insurance bill. I hope y'all can reconsider. 425 Lincoln National Life Insurance Company, $23.51. $426. Lydia Aurora Aguilera, $650. Father's Day, Juneteenth, backyard face painter. 427 Rakeem Aaliyah Winter, $500 video service. 428 Rakeem Alas Winter, $600 video service. 429 Recorded Hit Entertainment, $2,411.55. Taste. 430 was already removed. $431 STA Focus Media Group, $5,876.08 media. 432 Super Laundry, $152.10 laundry tablecloth. 43 Super Laundry, laundry tablecloth. 434 Super Laundry, $40.95 laundry tablecloth. 435 Super Laundry, $31.20 laundry tablecloth. 436
Face painting, $650. Yeah, that's Picasso right there. Basquiat. Man.
DJ Experience LLC, $1,300. Friends Disney Picnic DJ Grill.
Okay. All right. So just to give a recap of what's going on. So the Board of Trustees are choosing not to pay all those bills that you just heard Robert Hunt read into record. That's a lot of bills. So with that being said, as you know, I don't know how people run their household, but you have to pay your bills. You cannot carry a deficit to the next month, and then you will not be able to afford the next month's bill. So with that being said, the events or things that they just stated, and a lot of it was senior homes that they spoke of, that they don't want to pay for the food or the cakes or the things that they had. They had back to school events as it related to the book bags for the youth. They don't want to pay for that. Taste of Thornton. This is something that the Board of Trustees voted for. They voted to pay the.
Okay, so regarding the book bags, now hear me out. Okay, so I noticed that a lot of the school, you got to have clear book bags now. So I guess she was giving out those clear book bags. But I just didn't feel like they were unisex for boys and girls. I know they're supposed to be for kids, but they had like her name, her signature and a heart on it. And I was like, okay, so for someone that orders like stuff, it costs more. Like it could just be Thornton Township, you know, right there on the book bag. But when you print on a bag, so let's say you order 1,000 bags, right? Then you order 1,000 bags with print, and the print, it says Thornton Township, Tiffany Henyard, heart, I love you, and there's nothing to do about it. Y'all know how much they charge you per word. It's just overkill. So that's what I mean about, like, we could just did the clear book bags, and maybe she could have a little sticker or something in there. Not trying to tell people what to do, but we know those letterings cost a lot, right? Because it was a lot. It was like a whole paragraph. Thornton Township, Tiffany Henyard. That's a lot. Her name is a lot of words. Then you get to Thornton Township is a lot of words. Then I love you. There's nothing you can do about in the heart. That's a lot of words. You know how they make you pay per word. So I could understand it's an issue because, see, that's when you talk to the board and say, hey, we want to order book bags. This is what I want to do. Then y'all come in the middle. Maybe you'll order the book bags, but maybe the pencils and pens have Tiffany Henyard on it. You know what I mean? It's not like those kids are going to keep that book bag for their entire academic career. You know what I mean? Like, it could have been done better. I've been to back to school giveaways, and sometimes it's just like the regular backpacks, like a multicolor. You bought it in bulk, 10,000 bulk multicolor book bags, and that's it. And then you stuff them full of stuff, and that's good enough. Like, I think so many things do not need promotion. I get it. You know what I mean? But so many things do not need promotion. Like, even when we get back to the Kiki Wyatt situation, people would have came to the Taste of Thornton Township because that was a yearly event regardless. $30,000, and that's a cap. That's all you get. Now you either take it or leave it, or I'm not chauffeuring, paying for your ticket, your chauffeur, your food. I understand it's writers and stuff like that. I understand that. That's how celebrities roll. But we don't have that ability right now because we're faced with how she spends money. So I get that. So now you give them a reason to say why they don't want to pay for the book bags. It's not that I'm sure they want maybe the book bags for the youth, but it's overkill when you're spending that much on book bags and then you have to still fill it with supplies, and still it's not unisex, and still that many are not haven't been given out. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Oh. If Tiffany is arrested, people gonna be selling them free book bags online. Why you complaining, Burgundy Blue? Hey, I'm not complaining. Yeah, they're gonna be those. But I heard the school is making them wear clear book bags now. You know, I have my son's way grown, so I didn't know. Oh, I look at it like this. It's kind of singling out the kids that can't afford backpacks. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mm. This is interesting. I'm looking at y'all comments. Um, yeah, so the police is there. You know what was so cool? I really got more of, like I said, I got more of an understanding from this meeting because it was quiet. I could hear what was going on. So now I'm sitting over here like, okay, instead of me just seeing the bullying session on the mayor, now I'm listening and saying, yeah, it's not that you're spending, it's the way it's being done. So maybe you need to go to accounts payable and receivable and get the checks approved and stuff like that, right? However, everybody got these credit cards, okay, and they're able to spend what they can in their department every day, and that's a problem. You know what I mean? These are forks here, take the card, need it without even thinking about it. Okay, here go. When we used to have a budget, okay, everybody, I got ink for everybody. All right, here's ink. Now, this is your ink for the month. Make sure here's your reams of paper for the month. That way they're not wasteful. When they know that they have endless spending, they don't care. Some people going in the supply closet, taking all the paper towels and toilet tissue home because it's just sitting there. All the good ink pens gone. Like, it's just sitting there. No, we have to start accounting for stuff. Ooh. All right, let's continue, guys. Free Starbucks.
Entertainment and everything else. If you go check the minutes or pull the invoices, you will see that they agreed, and all of a sudden they don't want to pay for things. Also, student workers, people that came and did work here, you should always take care of the youth and show them your appreciation for the things that they actually do. Also, Father's Day event I heard in there. That's so old. I don't even understand why they're saying no to something that they said yes to in the past. Workers' comp, Barbara just said, was in there. Lincoln National was in there for insurance. All these things, but they just show you that people just nitpicking on things that they want to not approve and not do what's right. At the end of the day, you cannot sit here and hold up day-to-day operation. Day-to-day operation is what each of the department heads do with their departments. And then they put a invoice in and they tell you guys, hey, for this month we did this, and that. A lot of times, and I said this before, they go into them senior homes where people need their loved ones, they don't go back and check on them, and they are their family, meaning Thornton Township. So when we go in there, of course we take food, of course we take cakes with us, but it's the love that matters the most, and they love seeing us every single month. And for the board of trustees to sit here and stop it and say they don't want to pay the vendor for the food that we fed them is not right. So I'm asking the board to reconsider paying for all the things that you guys wanted to take out and reconsider it. And then the other thing, Jerry Jones, your daughter was the braider at the Taste of Thornton. So when you took that out, I don't even.
I love when it's revealed of things we do not see. Well, now, how the heck are you gonna take out the hair braider that's your daughter? And you know why he did it? Because she already got paid. So when you're dealing with something like this, hey, Miss Asia, you doing something like this and you take out the hair braider, you don't care because your daughter already sent her PayPal invoice or had her little square swipe, and they got paid. And that's a shame. See, that's the things we do not see. And that's what I felt about the ice skate rink and stuff. I'm like, y'all was participating in all of that, but you don't want to let the people say who was helping paint the floor and who was helping do that. Y'all don't want the people to know that. His daughter was paid. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Gardis, I'm for the nurse. I'm for them going to the nursing home and doing stuff. Gardis says, unfortunately, she's right about the seniors in the nursing home. Over half of them are placed there because they were abandoned by their family. I worked at a nursing home for years and it was sad. I agree. Now, I don't think they should take it away. Is it a better budget? Like, is that what they're complaining about? Or are they just if they just saying no to be spiteful, I don't agree with that. But are they really like, can it be can we get a strawberry cake instead of for $400? Can we get it for like $325? That's all I'm asking. Oh my God. She is very right about the she's right about the I have a special relationship with senior homes. I'm with you on that. She's right. Yeah, she's right. But I'm thinking, is it a budget? Is it that they don't want to do it, or is it a budget? I don't think I'm still mad about senior ice cream, but I digress.
Understand why y'all took that out, because your kids helped us, and I appreciate that. So if they all helped us and everybody was doing these things, we should make sure that we still move forward with the things that we need for Thornton Township, especially the back to school supplies, the food supplies, the senior homes, and also the food that goes with it. So can you guys please reconsider paying for the bills that was just read to not pay?
Can I say something? So I want to make mention that number 54 through 172 were credit card payments. So those things were already paid. So people already got their money for those services. And I do want to read something into record. Section 80-10 of the Township Code It requires before any payment is made that the township board be able to audit invoices. Section 8510 also provides a list of various contracts and expenditures that require board approval. And finally, in 85-30, it requires that all contracts for goods and services over $30,000 must be subject to competitive bidding.
I think it's so difficult for me to listen to Carmen because I'm not trying to say she's not smart or anything like that, but you could see that it's definitely some meetings going on the sideline. You know, Stevie Wonder could see that, you know what I mean? And they are telling her what to say. And I'm gonna have to say allegedly, but like if she would have been the type of person that spoke up all before this, it's what you in there saying, Choose. Hey Diane, that's what we're trying to figure out. It's like, girl, you know, somebody told you. It's like all the stuff. Like, I think that's what's going to happen down the line. People going to start to see and put everything together. The social media portion of it. Like all of a sudden, Jerry Jones, he don't even have an answer. He just like, I just want it to be over. I want the stress to be over. People talking about his allegations. Nobody asking him to step down though. They always talk about these allegations. It's always these allegations. And then all of a sudden his vote changes. You know what I mean? I think that's a problem. The same with Carmen. I think it's a problem. And it's like, I don't see Carmen, and I'm going to say allegedly, because I don't know her. But if she would have spoke up, I would have had a better view. All I know is the Carmen that stood at the board meeting and said, look at you, you look like a clown. That was my first introduction to her. If she was doing this before, I would give her more grace. Now I'm just like, girl, like, I just don't see her sitting there with her nightlight on, looking up these ordinances and statutes. I just don't see it. That's all I want to say. I just don't see it.
And then I'm going to skip down to the bottom of this. It says there is a clear case law that states that when a contractor decides to do business with a public entity, they should use due care to ensure their work has been or will be approved. Because without board approval, there is no valid contract and no obligation to pay the vendor. So we're not, again, trying to take anything out, but the outreach program has been a program that I know for me, I've been asking plenty of questions about and have not received any answers to those questions. I even put in a FOIA request that have not been answered. And so when it comes to the outreach program, this was a department that was supposed to be implemented with the passing of the new budget. So we're operating for expenditures that haven't even been approved yet. So how are we spending money in a department that hasn't been approved? Right. And so again, and then not only that, but who runs this department? Who authorizes the payments for this department? Right. And why are a lot of the vendors that need to come through board for approval being paid on the credit card? So those are questions that I would like to know pertaining to the outreach department.
Okay, so let me clear up a couple of things for you. Once again, I told you guys who Carmen was prior to being a trustee. She was the assistant. So she knows exactly the steps and how this all works. She was on the administrative side, so she processed all of this that she's now complaining about. So now with that being said, she knows how the day-to-day operates. You guys had nothing in place, so let's be crystal clear. Nothing in place here at Thornton Township, so people can stop ooh and ah. If you don't have nothing in place saying, hey, this is your cap for spending, this is what you can do, can't do, and these are the laws, so stop it. So when you guys go and say, hey, he named $60, $100, this is peanuts. That's what he named that was being spent as it relates to day-to-day operation. As long as you guys have a receipt, you guys are supposed to go to the clerk's office, check the receipt to make sure everything's there and they did what they're supposed to do. That's what you guys are supposed to do, right? But you guys was not doing that, correct? Because it was Carmen said. Carmen said he wasn't. So what I'm saying is, and you're the only one that said it, but they say stop now. So stop it, Chris. Stop it. Anyway, so with that being said, Carmen, everything is there. You guys are supposed to overlook it, check it out, and once it's clear, then move forward. But you guys come here and try to act like laws and this and that. It was nothing on the books before I got here to Thornton Township. So we had to clean up a lot of things, and that's what they're not telling you. So in doing so, we are creating ordinances, but the ordinance have to make sense. It can't be out of spite or hate. It has to be where it operates the day-to-day operation, and they're not making the laws to that. They're making the laws as though they run the day-to-day, which the board does not, for those that don't understand law. Legislate normally just write ordinances. That's it. They do not run the day-to-day operation. That's what they're trying to do. They're impeding on the management's duties. The management duties is to run their operation, give the board a report, tell us what they did for the month, let alone every 2 weeks, and then we go from there. Our job is to oversee it and say if we agree or disagree, because again, y'all know I was a trustee for 8 years, so that's what we did. So the way y'all operate is just to stop the township resources from going out the door. And for those that don't know, so get to my report, we got a $9 million surplus in Thornton Township. So stop saying we ain't got no money. So I just want to clear that up. So it ain't got nothing to do with money. I just want people to know. Here at Thornton Township, got nothing to do with money with trustees. It's all about their emotions, their feelings, their hatred, their envy, their jealousy of their supervisor is what this is all about. It ain't about nothing else but that. Because if y'all can clear that up and push that to the side, Township will move like it's been moved. Because when I came in here, as I stated before, y'all had a deficit. And now y'all have surplus in every single department. General fund, general assistance, and highway commission. And about grants in. So we gonna talk about it, let's talk about it. We ain't gonna just keep spreading these lies and just making statements that's not true with no facts to back it up. And I always tell the media this. They all just falsely report things because somebody said something up here and don't ask y'all for paperwork to prove it. So again, y'all voted for the takes. I don't even get why y'all sat here and said you want to take this out. And if you said it was credit card things, why are you voting it down? If you said it's already paid, why are you voting no for something that's already paid? Y'all didn't have nothing in place before, so what is the issue? And y'all agreed to it to get paid. So how is it a problem now? Now you did. Don't worry about it. That's another lie you're telling Carmen. But I'm going to point that out because you did. Y'all all approved the tapes because that's how we got the entertainment to come into Thornton Township because you guys approved the contract for them to come and be entertained. So now all of a sudden, it's a problem today. I just want you guys to work smarter and actually do what y'all supposed to do and not just come up here and put a little show on because we have the resources, we gave you the budgets that you asked for, and you still saying no to things that's needed for our residents of Thornton Township. They really appreciate all the things we're doing here. So are you guys willing to reconsider? Right now, can you answer my question about paying these bills? No, it don't work like that. It don't work.
I asked a question you never answered. Who runs the department and who authorizes the payments for this department? And why are a lot of those vendor contracts paid on the credit card? Those are my 3 questions.
Trust me, you can call me.
I'm not gonna call you. I'm not
gonna call you. Right? But let's get back to the business because you want to deflect. That's what you do. You deflect these something else. Don't talk about bills. I want to know about you paying. No, are you going to pay these people? Are you going to pay these people? We're talking.
Y'all, this is so embarrassing. I'm sitting over here shaking my head. I'm going back to watch the Shannon Sharp tape because this is just too much for me. This is just depressing. It's childish. And the only people that suffer again are the residents. The only people that can we just give a little to take a little? Like, answer the question. And if Carmen wants the question answered, answer what you can out the question or have legal answer. That's why we got legal sitting up there. And if you don't have an answer, say, we'll cover that in the next meeting. And that's it. Now, obviously, they're not going to approve the bills. So let's just move forward, okay? And it is what it is. And especially, like, I'm so glad I could actually hear this meeting, especially once the mayor, we know that the super mayor has a slick little mouth, child. She has a slick little mouth. So she's going to say those things and then say, now, do you want, well, now you get more flies with honey. You get more flies with honey. No, they really not going to approve it now. Child. Ooh, baby, choose. Ooh, that I don't want to hear that tape. I'd rather listen to Unc and Michelle. We doomed, y'all. We in danger, girl. We in danger, girl. Mm, mm, mm. Let's finish. I mean, it's just bad. It's bad. And then when you think about it, okay, this all is crazy because, okay, let's look at it like, see, the history is important. Gonzalez raised the appointment of Tiffany. He nominated Tiffany. Then Joyce passes away and Tiffany appoints Carmen. And to me, all the way around, I have to say allegedly, but these are my thoughts. It was deals being made all the way around the board. And now, y'all gotta eat some of my stomach. And now it's a problem. Now we in a bind, Nate. It was all the circle of life when Gonzalez nominated Tiffany Henyard. And then when Tiffany went and got her friend and appointed her as trustee, and now look at where we are. This is what you get. This is what you get when you mix business with the hookups and the pleasures. This is what happened.
All those people that Robert Hunt just got up there said, are you going to amend your motion?
Amended the motion to add in Illinois Public Risk Fund 420 and Lincoln National Life Insurance 425. I will make that amendment to add those back in. Yes.
Okay. So that's added in. So why didn't y'all catch that before y'all said no to the bills? But that just showed that y'all were supposed to offend and just say no. And not
because the entire department is not even authorized. These expenditures are not authorized. They're not passed within the budget.
You just said no to workers' comp and also Lincoln National Insurance. Things that you guys, y'all really read the bills. Y'all were caught and not even had it in there. But I just point that out to the public that you guys just sit here saying, I want to say no for whatever reason, and that's not right. That's not. So anyway, and that's not. The Lincoln National Insurance is not another department that don't exist, nor is the workers' comp. So stop. So if you're you don't have the floor right now. So are you guys going to amend it to the other bills, or you going to just amend it to the two that you stated? Okay, so call her up. She don't want to amend it. Is it a second on amendment?
Second.
All right. Call her up.
Trustee Jones?
I was muted. Did y'all hear me? I said, Cynthia, thank you. 71 people in here, and I have 19 likes. Can we get the likes up? Likes up, much like Shannon Sharp. Up the likes, please. Increase. Thank you.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett?
You were on.
4 through 172, 392 through 436, and she added back on 420 and 425.
Right, so that was.
There was no second for the first motion. Yes. So it gets paid excluding the items I just said.
That was.
Okay, so what's going on right here with the lady with the orange shirt? Okay, see, I've never seen board meetings like this. Like, why is she standing up in the front row? What is happening? Did y'all know what happened? Popeyes, hey, Scott. What's happening? See, this is what I mean. Like, y'all wouldn't go nowhere else and really act like this. I don't know what happened, but these board meetings, we have to. What was she doing? Just trying to record? I didn't catch what she was trying to do. But she was doing too much, right? And it's just like, You don't have. Now, this is where I do agree with Tiffany. If Frank Zuccarelli was sitting right where Tiffany is, y'all would do none of that. None of it. None of it. This is insane. And it's like sometimes, and not just this young lady, not speaking on her because I couldn't catch what happened, but the thing is, people are looking for their moment to go viral, and it just sucks. It sucks. Hit the like button, guys. From the street she murdered. Get those likes up, like Shannon Sharp. Y'all heard Journey.
Just a vote on adding 420 and 425 back from having been previously excluded. So the motion on the table now is to approve the general fund, not including items 54 through 172, not including items 392 through 436, but including items 420 and 425. That's the motion currently on the table.
Yeah, that's what I just told him. Trustee Carlisle?
Okay, I want to read what Shanita. Hey, Shanita Straw. She said, yes, the security guard was standing in front of her, blocking her from videotaping everyone on the board. She couldn't see Carmen in her camera. Okay, then go over to, you see where everybody else in media standing? Go over there if you want to be a media star. Now, also, but she could tape a public meeting from anywhere she wants to. So she can sit there and tape legally, but if you're going to be a YouTuber and stuff, get the whole room. You may have to stand up and take the initiative to grow to get the angle you want. You can't be mad because you can't see nothing sitting right there. Oh, that is really crazy. Oh, Pamela said y'all see everything. The lady in William Moore, I believe, Pamela. You stop right there. I believe you. That sentence alone, you could have stopped at William Moore. The lady and William Moore were having a recording battle. She was recording Tiffany and Moore began recording her. And she eventually goes back to recording Tiffany. Oh, yeah, I believe you. I believe you. Let's continue, guys. This is interesting.
Supervisor Henry. Motion passed.
All right, next on the agenda is general fund. Is there a motion to approve the general assistance? Is there a second? Second. Any discussion?
Yes.
Go ahead.
In the general assistance fund, line item 14, Power Works LLC, $8,745, tax refund software. And then item 42, Power Works LLC, $9,100, software tax refund. I know it's tax refund, however, once again, this is something that has not been approved yet. There's a good possibility of not being approved. Why would we expend money? Has it been expended already? Those are my questions.
As you know, the supervisor has the sole authority of GA. So that's to give people their tax money back, and you know that, but that's what it's for.
Is there a time frame? When is this going to happen? How much is it going to cost?
How much, what's gonna cost?
The whole program?
That's something you can talk to me about if you like, but right now, we just on bills. We're just on bills.
No.
Of course I know.
Okay, what is it?
We can talk about it later. I'm not gonna go over my whole plans on my tax thing, but if I am, I'm gonna go over it in my supervisor.
So I have to say, remember earlier we watched part 1. Remember when she told Carmen to read what you had to say, read it. It's the same thing. It's like a tit for tat, right? It's the same thing here. He's asking the super mayor to read that, and she don't. It's just irritating. And I'm wondering if these could be short answers as well. And where's the transparency on both sides? It's just weird.
That's fine. That's fine, trust me. But guess what? Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something to you. Just not when you want me to. So hold on. Okay, you done? Done? You just got 2 sentences. You never got nothing to say. None of the substance. So as I say, in my report, which is the supervisor report, I talk about a lot of stuff. Maybe I am gonna talk about that in my supervisor report. Right now, we're on bills. So what I'm asking you is, do you want to pay the bills? As it relates to getting to other things, I will in my report, because I got a lengthy report to educate everybody on what's going on here at Thornton Township. So you will have your day. So right now, are you going to approve the general assistance fund? No. Okay. All right, well, you're done with discussion, okay. All right. Nothing, he just said. That was it.
So I would like to make a motion to amend the general assistance fund, paying the bills excluding the item.
Okay, before you make your motion, just so y'all know,
Tax
that
refund
illegal.
software and 42, tax, software, for $9,100. I'm sorry, and the other one was for $8,745.
Okay, so back to what I was saying, this is what I mean about let me educate y'all. As it relates to the general assistance fund, that is solely the supervisor. So you amending, you taking out, you trying to replace, you guys have no say-so in it. We put it on here just to be transparent for those that don't understand how this works. If you go and do your research with other townships, you will see they don't even give the board the general assistance fund. They do not even present it to their board. But I do, because I'm being transparent and I want everybody to see what we're doing in the GA fund. So that's what I mean about when you know better, you do better. But yet y'all sit here and try to stop programs that I just said out my mouth. Hey, we're giving tax money back to the residents. And you sat here, Carmen, and said, oh, I want to remove that software. So you don't want to give tax money back to the residents? Make this make sense. Y'all nitpick at every single thing with no substance, with no education on it. And then I tell you what it is, and you still vote no. So y'all can vote all you want. I just told you it's illegal, because y'all know what y'all did. We got to do the last time. And they came back and told y'all cannot do that. So go ahead, call the roll, so their votes, and we will
Can I say something? I actually did do my research. I did call Township of Illinois and asked them about this, and they said as long as there is no budget passed, that you do not have the authorization to do what you want with GA. If there was a budget pass, you absolutely could do. But I did call Township, and they said that you cannot.
Ooh, so here's me chiming in. What do y'all think about that? Because they keep on tabling the budget. So they're stalling for that reason. Now she can't spend anything. Now the residents can't get anything. They can't come together for the budget, right? So this is interesting. You know, it's just, like I said, it's sad because it's they still go get their paycheck regardless. The only one that suffers are the residents, period. Like, we can't get grass cut. We can't get ice cream. Now you can't get your tax break. It's interesting. It's sad. It's sad. And then we're blindly clapping instead of demanding that they all come to the table and figure out this budget like they have been doing year after year since the beginning of time. I think that's sad. I really do. So I think they just want to stall. They don't want Tiffany to spend anything. And I have to say, I think it trickles over to from Dolton too. I think a lot of this just trickle over by the way they perceive or see Dolton being handled. Y'all let me know your thoughts.
There not being a passed budget.
Okay, and that's not true. So we don't move forward. I go back and forth and tell you what they told me and go there. So we just gonna keep moving. You guys said y'all taking it out, and y'all see what happened, what I do. I call the roll.
We can't have a roll call yet. We currently have a motion by Trustee Carlisle to approve the GA fund, not including items 42 and, was there another one?
Is there a second?
42
the
and
motion
14.
second.
We need
Call the
a
roll.
second and a roll call for the motion.
Excluding 14 and 42. Trustee Jones? Trustee Gonzalez? Trustee Gray Everett? Trustee Carlisle? Supervisor Henry?
No.
Motion passed.
Okay, so for everybody with GA, know that your bills will be paid, everything will still move forward according to state statute. I follow state statute. I don't follow people that got an opinion or that's upset about whatever their dislike is of the supervisor. So just letting you know, if you can't.
Hey, Choose, if you're still here, is that the fund we were talking about the other day where the people can, that's the same fund, right? Where the people can work one day a week and get help with like babysitting and they work in the food pantry and they get like, they can do resume classes. Is that same fund and they get help with their rent and stuff like that. Is this what we're not approving? If so, that's kind of sad.
Thornton Township, you ask for my help, whether it's GA or the food pantry, but you still get food, you still get everything that you need. Next, we have Road and Bridge. Is there a motion to approve Road and Bridge fund? Is there a second? The motion is second, any discussion? Call
Trustee Gray Everett. Trustee Carlisle. Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
Trustee Jones. Supervisor Henry.
yes.
Motion
Okay,
passed.
next on the agenda is approval of the budget for the fiscal year of 2024-2025. Is there a motion to approve the budget and appropriation ordinance 24-009 for Thornton Township General Assistance Fund?
I'd like to make a motion to table this as we send it over to John Smith and you, A and B. So I'd like to table the.
Is there a second?
Second.
All right, and then you table it until when?
John said he should be able to get back to us this week, hopefully, unless he, do some of the right copy right here.
Okay. Call roll.
Trustee Carlisle. Trustee Gonzalez.
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett. Trustee Jones. Supervisor Henry.
No. All right, next on the agenda.
Motion passed.
Is there a motion to approve an amended ordinance 24-005 to regulate event expenditures and budget approvals for Thornton Township, Cook County, Illinois? Is there a motion? Is there a second?
Second.
All right, it's been motion second, any discussion? Okay, so we got a couple things for discussion. So the event expenditure, once again, this is the ordinance that I was speaking to the residents about. When they sat here and they said that they weren't trying to stop events, they just wanted a budget, and I told you that was a lie. So with doing so, they harmed a lot of things that was going on in our township. A lot of people, such as senior service, could not have their events, could not do different things because they didn't have funds and things to buy for residents. So I want to point that out because in doing so, they could not do their ice cream social, and that's something that's senior services. So those that attended the ice cream social that they do all the time, and that's what I think Haywood City building location. Yes. Okay. And what the problem was, they had to go in their own pockets to buy the ice cream, which they did do that. But what I'm saying, that is not their job. They're employees. Their job is to come and operate their location and actually use their budget to buy things for their residents. They weren't able to do that due to the fact that they put this ordinance together. And that's what I'm stating when I say they just write things and they don't ask the staff what their needs are, what their concerns are, and how they move forward. So that's what I'm trying to make sure people understand what's going on. We can't just make laws with no direction and nobody knows, like, hey, senior service needs this, youth and family needs this, and that's what the problem has been. So I'm asking that you guys update this. I know you guys updated from the changes that we had, but there's certain things in there that we would like to add, and I think you guys still said no to that. And I'm asking here in the public, are you guys willing to amend this ordinance to the things that we asked for in the ordinance?
We included some of your items as far as like job skater, and you wanted that to be on that 30 we agreed with that. We asked for additional money for some of the senior events, we did add money to that.
Well, okay, wait a minute. I know, but for the money you said you, that's so we don't do it line by line, what you're talking about. So the money you said you added for the senior event is still at $4,000.
It was at 20, but 4,000.
At 20 what? 21.
It was at $20.
Not for seniors, it wasn't, it was always $1,000 a week.
You asked for the gym, you asked for an additional $20.
You mean for the catering?
Right.
Right, but I'm talking about for the events, we on events. So I'm talking about for the event itself per week, y'all said $1,000. Y'all said 4,000, not per month, it ain't $1,000 per month, when you see that at?
4,000 per month. Right, that's the change.
Right, it's 4,000 per month.
Correct.
That's what I'm asking,
He asked to change the lingo, and we changed it.
so 4,000.
Yes.
Okay, but why didn't you do, I thought it was 5, what wrong with it? Robert, was it not 5,000? Was what it 5,000 on there?
At first it was the last ordinance was 1,000 a week. And some department heads got together, just asked if they can move it to monthly because our reports are usually monthly. It would give the department heads leeway to say, hey, if they spend 200 one week, can they spend 1,200 next week? And so we did ask them, and they put that language in there. We did ask them.
I know Robert be stressed out every they done gave him the only credit card. he just be like, Lord, why? Like, what y'all say? He went to Notre Dame or something, or DePaul? He's like, why did I have to, why did I end up here? So far what I'm gathering, and shout out to the Lancet Journal, you guys, make sure you follow the Lancet Journal, and make sure you guys follow Critical Smoker for that live video tonight, you guys. The live streaming in Dolton. Okay, this is really interesting that nothing got done. That's what I want to say. These meetings, nothing gets resolved, and I digress. That's all I wanted to say.
And did you get it cleared up for the monthly event spending cap? Did you get that cleared up?
Yeah, they have 4,000. They have 4,000 a month in there.
No. At the bottom, page 7, number 1, section 07, page 7, number 1. See it?
You said that, I'll have to double check with the lawyer with some of this final words, but I'm pretty clear on most of it.
Okay. All right, go ahead. All right, what else did you change?
We added for the special services, they have a loan program.
What page?
They have comment and responsibilities, we didn't include that, and then we didn't include things for area locations, so the kids have exactly what they need for the after school program, we didn't include the part, but any additional, they really need prior services, and I think the senior services, excluding, page 4 of the senior luncheon and that type program.
So what about special services? You said bowling, and we're missing, well, you got the permanent, I see that.
So we included those things that they do all the time, so that they can get with us, and if we get approved with public university action.
Okay. Robert, is there anything else? I was making sure that they got.
I need to, excuse me, supervisor.
Yeah, we were asking the lawyer, going back and forth with some of the questions, but I guess one of we see that as a monthly allowance of $4,000, but then section 5 says if the event exceeds 1,000, we need to present it. Is that after we spend 4,000, any events over 4,000 need to be presented, or? Oh, okay. All right, that's fine.
Anything else, Rob?
No.
Okay, go ahead, trustee.
I would like to correct my vote, because I do go along with what Robert said, as well as our budget is concerned. Frank told me to make sure I trust Robert. Frank Zuccarelli told me that.
Okay, so while she's doing that with the clerk, I just want to say for future references, when you guys make an ordinance, can you please make sure you talk to Keith Price? He's the one that oversees the staff here, which is the management, so that the management can get their input as it relates to any ordinances, because this was really complicated and you stopped a lot of events. I know I just told you about the senior services one, and that was a social gathering for the ice cream, and then the other one was for youth and family, and that's what really hurt my heart, because the kids that we pick up after school, we go pick their kids up when they get out at 2:30, 3 o'clock, and we take them to our youth and family building right here in Riverdale. The problem we had is the board would not approve for them to get food. So we had to struggle to feed them. The first week we had them in our location, and we keep your kids for 4 hours. So I think like 3 to 7. So that was really bothersome because every time we called them and asked them, hey, can we go buy kids food? Can we this? Can we that? It was always no. And I think eventually, I don't know if somebody changed it or did something different later, but I know that's what the issue was. And we had to make sure we found a way to take care of the kids. A lot of people chipped in, and we made sure that the kids, whether it's one of your kids in here, ate food when they got out of school. Y'all know how it is when you go to grammar school. When you get out of school, what you do? You go home and you raid the refrigerator because you barely eat the food at lunch. So that's the problem we had, and I just don't like stuff like that because I feel that they playing with the residents and our youth, and our job as government is to make it make sense and make it right and make sure that there's a way, especially when you got the budget for it. And it was like $300. It was chunk change. It ain't even no big money. So all I'm saying is that we should always do what's right and stop impeding on the day-to-day operation. That's kind of what this board of trustees have done, and I keep asking legal as it relates to them impeding on day-to-day operations.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Once again, why do you wait till the day of to figure out, hey, we gotta feed these? Why was it?
Okay, so let me correct you, Trustee, because you always say some sideways stuff up here. Hold on. Why would let me clear you up. No one waited the day of. This operation was going on before you guys. Before you guys made these little laws that benefit only you all. This stuff was already in order. We do after school every single year here at Thornton Township. So this is not that new to you. So it's sad because only you think you just got it now because you don't read nothing. So if you was reading your stuff and you would have known what's going on here at Thornton Township, if you show up to the events and if you engage with the residents and you knew what community wants and needs are, you would know better before you.
I got a question. Do they have mediation for municipalities and stuff? Like, with this going on, we could tell that this is going to happen every meeting until the end of time. When does it stop? You know what I mean? Are you just like, every month we're waiting for her to get picked up? That's the plan? We're just waiting on her to get arrested? Is that what it is? I'm just wondering.
Say that out your mouth because we never had this problem. Y'all made this law. Y'all made this law, and then y'all hurt the staff. The staff had to go and figure it out. So then they called me. So we all have to go and chip in to buy food for kids with a program that's funded by Thornton Township. And like I said, it was like $300. Why would y'all do that? Because y'all weren't thinking when y'all made the law. Y'all made a law that was just despiteful to who? The supervisor. Because you didn't have to do that. If y'all would have asked people input when you make laws, that's what you're supposed to do. Hey, let me ask each department, how does this hurt you or help you? But yet y'all hindered us here in Thornton Township, and I don't like it. And that's why you hear me talk to it, but yet y'all made the law anyway. When I told the residents, they was clapping, yeah. And I'm like, y'all know what they really doing, right? They stopping the services here in Thornton Township, and that's what they did. And when that happened, who got the backlash? Thornton Township did. So the parents called up here, everybody called up here, even the seniors when y'all couldn't pay for the ice cream social. This is the problem that we have. It's certain things that they really care about that y'all may not care about, but they care about. And I'm just tired of it. I just want y'all to do better and ask them before you make a law. That's it. All right, call up.
Trustee Carlisle. Trustee Gonzalez. Trustee Jones, this is to approve amended ordinance 24005 to regulate event expenditures and budget approvals for Thornton Township. Trustee Gray Everett. Amend the ordinance. Okay. Supervisor Hilliard.
No. Okay, next.
Motion passed.
Next, is there a motion to approve an amended ordinance 24-006 to establish a retail/credit card/30 policy for Thornton Township, Cook County of Illinois? Is there?
Okay.
It's been motion second. Any discussion?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
If I could refer to Trustee Carlisle, is this continue your correct information?
Yes.
Okay, because there was stuff put in that wasn't correct previously, so the residents know, so now we do have the correct one, so I don't know how that happened. But it was incorrect, so, okay.
Because y'all been sitting here putting stuff together again without asking the input of the administration. You said you don't know how I got there, just mysteriously appeared on the paper, you put it there. So what I'm saying is, he don't read his packages. He don't pay attention, he just come here and go check his phone record, you don't believe, he don't know to everything. That means feeding you, your kids, paying the bills, he don't know to everything here at Thornton Township, that's not what you're supposed to do. But moving forward to this ordinance. So they put together a credit card ordinance, like I said before. It was no ordinances here before I got here. So when people try to talk about spending, they didn't have a law in place. So how can you tell somebody what they can and can't spend if you don't have a law to check what people were spending, Carmen? So next on here, you guys put on here that, again, I don't know why y'all took Robert out there, now y'all put the supervisor to have a credit card. And I think I told y'all, I made myself crystal clear at the last meeting that I do not or will not accept any credit card. As being the supervisor, I never had a credit card ever here, so why would you want to give me a card now? That's another big red flag. And then why wouldn't you give it to the staff? Because they actually run the day-to-day operation. That's checks and balances, that's accountability, that's transparency. Because when they go back up, you know, hey.
I got a question. Why we don't have like a treasurer? Who's the chief of staff? Remember how Stephanie Wiedemann was Zuccarelli's chief of staff? Who's Tiffany's chief of staff? Good, because I know in a lot of municipalities, usually the chief of staff holds the credit card. Not to say that was Thornton's thing, but they're the right hand to the supervisor. So we don't got a chief of staff nowhere, y'all. We don't got nobody. Hey, Monica. Hey, Magnolia. Love you. I'm just asking. Does it journey? Who's the chief of staff? Wait a minute now, Timothy. You're gonna have to go somewhere with that now. I don't know about what's going on right there now. You can't be putting that in my chat. You got words you can use and you got words you cannot use. Not trying to silence you, but it's words and it's triggering. Carefree, why we only got 43 likes? Hit the like button, guys. All right, let's go.
Bob about this, Stan about this. That's how you do it. When there was one credit card when I got here, that's what all the theft was. They were stuck. And I told the news, I told y'all, I told everybody, but nobody wanted to read or say anything about the stories about the theft that was here for a township prior to me. So when I got here, we cleaned it up. We made sure that every department had a credit card. So when they all had a credit card, their names are on the card. That means you're responsible for the card. Now, they wrote this ordinance.
Oh, so thank you for that, Starboy Glows. So they kind of made Keith Freeman the sort of kind of chief of staff, and now it's sort of kind of Keith Price, maybe. Okay, I can roll with that. I was just wondering. It's just like Dolton. I remember in Dolton we used to have a treasurer, and now we don't have a treasurer anymore. It's just weird how stuff is happening.
Being funny again, being despiteful again. They wrote the ordinance and put only my name on it to have a card. I don't go to no grocery stores and run around and go shopping for a department. It's up to them to figure out what they need for their department. Go get it, make sure they get to the resident. The residents have what they need. Now, another thing, which I know Robert Hunt told y'all, and I hope the lawyers told y'all, it is illegal to give out a card that's in my name to anybody. That's like you go to the grocery store and you got Sarah's card in your hand, but you're not Sarah. That's called theft. So when they lock you up for stealing, how you mad? You got somebody else's card in your hand. But the board wrote a law, that's right here in front of us, that says give the card to the supervisor. Have the supervisor have the name on it, and the supervisor should give the card out to everybody to go shopping. Make that make sense. And I told them and I asked them.
I'm going to sleep. Hey, y'all, what time is it? 11:06. I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'll see y'all. So I appreciate y'all coming by. Hit the like button on the way out. Hit the like button on the way. I'm going to sleep. Okay. I think I did all I need to do for today because it's 11:06 a.m. Timestamp it. How long is the Shannon Sharp video? Timestamp it, you. Is William Moore and this lady recording each other? Do y'all see that? Do y'all see what's happening right now with two adults at this meeting? I don't have to be here. I can really just go to sleep, finish my chocolate latte. Oh, I got a splash of peppermint in it. It almost feels like Christmas. Yeah, it's not necessary for me to continue down this road. We got stuff we got to talk about. The lady that was picking cotton, she back. We got all type of stuff. Well, I choose, in the words of my friend on TikTok, I choose peace. I'm not gonna let this mess up my day. I choose peace. What in the world is going on right here? What is going on right here? What? Y'all, how many more minutes of this do we have? Oh my God, almost an hour. What? Look at Jerry. Jerry is me with the blue shirt over there. Jerry Jones is me. What are y'all doing? So if I had to read the room, I want to say, because William Moore, he arrived for Mayor Henry, no doubt about it. He probably like, well, how would you like it if the camera in your face? And she like, well, it is in my face because you got it in my face, and then it's over in her face, it's in his face. And this is what we got going on in the middle of a board meeting, in a national board meeting, because the attention is there. In the middle of a board meeting for the world to see how we act. Carefree. I hate when I look in the chat. Y'all are y'all crazy stuff. Oh my goodness. It's really, you guys. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like the way, okay, so if we're acting like that, just think about how our children are acting. If the elders are acting like that, think about how their children in the community are acting. This board meeting is 3 hours long. For someone who has stood there, shout out to the Lancet Journal for getting this coverage. I, as someone that has stood there without a tripod before, arm almost fell off. Their arms are hurting. Their phones are hot. Their data is being used. This is daytime minutes. And this what we doing. This what we doing. Oh, and it's true. That's why I said, oh, Carefree's right. That's why I said, don't bring your kids. Don't bring your kids to no board meeting. This is ridiculous. I agree, Carefree. This is crazy. Choose. This is why the folks that are voting for Tiffany again don't come. Yep. Because of this. This is foolishness, you guys. Now, this is what I want to say. I don't know where this young lady is. Is she's a YouTuber or something? I'm not knocking that. It's her right. She's in a public. Hold on, guys. She's in a public meeting, so she has the right to tape it. It's just courtesy that you kind of stand with media. If you're going to do that, it is a little bit, it's not necessary, but it is a courtesy, because you guys, I go to board meetings all the time. I just don't sit front row blocking people. Like, it's business being conducted, so I'll just go off to the side or sit in the back. That's what I do, but it's just common courtesy. She has every right to sit in that front row. But even from the front row, you can't get the whole board reaction. You can't get everybody from. And first of all, they all taping in what's that this isn't landscape. What is this, portrait? They taping the wrong way anyway. So she's basically just getting Tiffany's face. It's really not that serious, you guys. That's why we have wonderful channels like Critical Smoker and the Lansing Journal. It's really not that serious, y'all. It's just not. And I do this. And even I say it's not that serious. When I see it's 3 or 4 bloggers out there, I just sit down and observe the meeting for myself. It's not that serious. It's just not. And William Moore, you are on. Okay, let's talk. I don't know if Trina's still in here. But William Moore, let's talk turkey. You are a Thornton Township employee on Thornton Township dime. And you're getting paid right now. We could FOIA your whole phone records, everything. You're on the clock. How dare you? So the way you acting, we got security for that. So how dare you be putting the phone all up in her face too? Don't you got something else to do? So your job consists of you sitting there filming a resident or whatever? That's crazy.
And I told them to fix it. I told them to change it. I told them to give it back to the department heads because they will be responsible for their department like they was in the past. But no one fixed it. They still want to come here and vote on something that's illegal. I'm saying this for the record, clerk. Make sure it's in the minutes. This is illegal. And we told them that. And they still sit here and put this law together. Just because you can make laws don't make it right. But when you make the law, make sure it is the law, like the truth. But you put in here again, supervisor. My name all over this. I don't see Robert Hunt name ain't in it no more. Before it was Robert Hunt and Tiffany. And I told y'all that was bogus because Robert Hunt is a CPA. Y'all got a CPA that make all that money running around going to the store for y'all. His job is numbers. He has a degree. He has a CPA. He's supposed to be in here doing things that relates to that. But you chose to write a law again, that's what I'm telling you, and put him in here to run around and go grocery shopping for every department. Come on, man. We gotta do better, board. So I'm asking you again, y'all got my name in this. When I told y'all the last time, y'all see it didn't work the last time, y'all put my name on this, and never did I get a card. So put my name on here again, make that make sense? Can you remove my name from this ordinance? Now, you know what? I want to make a motion to remove supervisor out of the ordinance, and you should replace it with department heads. Because they're the ones that run the day-to-day as relates to their department and what they need for their department. And they have a budget to spend within their department. So it should go strictly to the department head. That's my motion to give the credit cards to the day-to-day operators, which is the management. It's been motion and second to do that. All right. It's been a second. Can you call the roll?
Trustee Gray Everett. Trustee Carlisle. Trustee Gonzalez.
No.
Trustee Jones. Supervisor Henry.
Yes.
Motion failed.
Y'all clapped last time and then they tore the house down the next day. Same about stuff y'all doing now. Clapping for something that I just told you illegal. So how they gonna get their supplies, trustee? I just want to hear this since this is how y'all gonna put stuff in writing. Who going to buy up for them? I want to hear this.
Motion is second on the floor.
No, I want to know how are the trustees going to fix this? How are the staff going to the store to get their stuff?
There's a current motion on the floor to approve the amended ordinance. There's a motion and a second to approve the ordinance as presented. No, what failed was your amendments.
Oh, okay. Okay, so back to it then. So what we doing?
Motion to call a vote.
You can call the vote all you want. What I'm asking you is what happened the last time y'all called the vote, right? Yeah, hold on. You called the vote the last time, right?
Okay.
And what happened? The operation stopped. And y'all had to come back. That's why we have the ordinance up here again. It's gonna happen again. Why would you repeat the same mistake? If I'm telling you that we're not gonna use me for a credit card, what are you gonna do for all your staff to get what they need for their day-to-day? Trustees, what's their plan? How
Sorry, guys. I agree. What's the plan? But this is a sad part as well because, okay, so for someone that did work with municipalities and academia and stuff like that, let me tell you this. We had accounts, and now I think their credit is busted. So they don't have accounts. So like, okay, let's say we needed paper goods. We would have Uline, what's the other? It's Garvey's office supplies for ink. And we would just pay that bill monthly. Like we would order through Garvey's, we order through Uline, we'd order through different trade companies. Even with Amazon, a business account, you would just order it, and it's certain business accounts with schools and stuff like that. And then you just pay it every 30 days, net 30, you pay it. That's what they probably should do instead of every time we need paper towels, we run the Dollar Tree. You know what I mean? It needs to be more streamlined, more organized. And it's sort of net 30, but I think they kind of fudged it up, for lack of a better word, with probably nobody want to extend credit to them. But maybe now's a good time to go to these different hey, Burgundy's going to give you a good you could go to this place called Garvey's. I think they're still open. They may give you guys, they do everything from little candy, since they like peppermints for the seniors. They give you buckets now it's a little more pricey, but if you guys are saying that you rather have control, maybe net 30 accounts for certain things is what's needed. You know what I mean? Girl, Burgundy Blue, they won't take Thornton Township checks and walls, and they about to close down. So that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. It's yeah, they should be. Trina said they should be bonded. Exactly. So this is the thing. So what do we do from here? Like, it's so weird just to see this municipality working this way. Like, Trina, you know, even Apple, let's say you needed computers for tech savvy. Apple would give entire account, open an account for them, and they could just pay it. That happens for small businesses, let alone a municipality. So I just give up. I give up. Let's continue, you guys. Like she said, Waltz won't even take a check.
How they gonna operate? I just want to know how transportation gonna operate. How is maintenance gonna operate? How is youth and family gonna operate? How senior services gonna operate? I know I'm missing somebody. Food pantry. Oh, IT. You always need something. How they gonna operate? I'm just saying. Just like IT, y'all already know. Y'all getting attacked all the time at IT. So how they gonna operate? How do they buy their stuff? Trustees? Y'all gotta give me an answer. How they do that?
Exactly.
Trustees, how y'all gonna do? Y'all out of order. Please stop. So how they gonna buy their items, trustee? Because
I really just like how Chris' body language. Y'all know I started watching these body language stuff now. Shout out, I think it's Regina that put me on to, or was it Regina and Choose probably put me up to the body language experts. Look at Chris Gonzalez's body language. Like, yeah, I got that Shannon Sharp swag today. Like, it's just like he laid back and cocky with it. And yeah, we already know you ain't getting nothing, big. You ain't getting nothing past me. Me and Carmen got this on lock. I just don't like it. Then we got Jerry. Jerry say one wrong thing, he gonna get a 10-hour notice. Like, I just don't like the way he's laid back like that, and we don't have to give you an answer. So how are things gonna get done? How are things gonna get done? You know what I mean? It's like sad. And when you look, remember we talked about the history of Dolton and Thornton Township? Remember when people had to be invested in the community? Like maybe if their children were going to that after school program, or their elderly grandparent was getting that cake, or getting that bus ride or getting that grass cut, maybe they would be a little different. And that's Tiffany included. You know what I mean? Everybody. But it's just bad.
Because all you're gonna do is put it back on you in the same situation, and then when something breaks at the township tomorrow or the next day, they always got an issue. How do they operate? That's what I'm asking you guys. Please tell me. Please tell me how you're out of order. You're out of order. How do they operate, trustees? How do they operate? How? Trustees? Y'all wanna give us an answer, please? Trustee Jerry Jones? You don't have an answer, so you just gonna vote and you ain't got an answer. You just gonna make sure that nobody can operate their day-to-day operation. You ain't got no response, Trustee Jerry. Okay. Trustee Chris? You ain't, so how do they operate? Y'all said Carl Rose. We can call Rose out alone, but my question still stands. How do they operate to move forward with the day-to-day operation? Trustee, come on, stop playing. You're such a key. How do they operate as it relates to the day-to-day operation? That's all I want to know. So that's what this ordinance is for. You're stopping payments, right? You want one person to have a card and give it to everybody. So can you please? You're out of order, guys. Like stop. Okay, so how do we do it?
Motion, call the vote.
Trustee, how do we do it?
We got a second.
Okay, we have a second. Now discussion. Now what? Now discussion.
There's a motion to call the vote and there is a second.
To call the vote, it's discussion. Okay, so how we gonna do it? I just want to know how we're gonna do it. I heard you, attorney. I just want to know how are we going to move forward? Because while we quiet on you playing the game, tomorrow it won't be a game because now we have to run our day-to-day operation.
Hey, Carefree, she wasn't there when Zuccarelli was there. Remember, she was not. She was not there. She was not there during sorry guys, I was getting a text. She was not there during Zuccarelli's time. She was only in Dolton. So she was just a Dolton trustee at that time, Carefree. But yeah. I can agree with another part of your statement when you were like she's not doing it like him. I believe it was they're trying to force her in this credit card because she's bonded. If you force her in the credit card, maybe just the online situation and the chief of staff handles that. So I guess that would be Keith Price. And it's that one credit card with that one limit with a set budget. And if it's an emergency to not disrupt the flow of government, maybe just go ahead and accept it. I don't know. I just don't know why this is happening, y'all. I couldn't even fathom. I appreciate y'all comments.
And then when they all call people, because I think they call all y'all, I think Carmen, I don't know who they call up here, and they tell you that they can't operate, they can't get this, or this is broke. How are y'all going to move forward? Y'all got no response for how y'all gonna move forward? And again, y'all put my name on something that I just told you I don't want, right? And it's illegal to give your card out to anybody to go shopping, right? I told y'all that. Y'all wrote that most of it. You can't give your card to somebody, but you said give the card to other people to move forward. So what we gonna do? We gonna get the call to vote, but I just wanna make sure I'm crystal clear that I didn't miss nothing about what it is y'all study doing, because y'all did this before. Robert had a hard time going shopping to get stuff and doing his job. So what I'm saying is, what makes you think it's not gonna be worse? Because again, you're trying to make somebody take something they don't want. Y'all nothing? Crickets? All right. So tomorrow, to the staff, make sure y'all call the board of trustees with y'all problems. When you can't buy something, get something, make sure you call them for that. And good luck. All right.
Trustee Carlisle. Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Jones? Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Henry?
No, and y'all support.
Motion passed.
I'm just saying, and voted no to something that somebody say they don't want. How you gonna make somebody take something they don't want? Cause y'all support, I just wanna know who voted y'all this? Who got y'all doing all this? I really wanna know that.
Supervisor, before we go
Moving
on,
on.
Trustee Gray Everett changed her vote from the last motion of the budget to no. So I want to put that in the record.
Okay,
To approve orders 24005, Trustee Gray Everett voted no.
okay. So next on the agenda is approval for a purchase of handicap accessible vehicle for transportation. Is there a motion? Is there a motion? Is there a second? Is there a second? No, I'll second it, second. Is there a motion and second to approve of a handicap accessible vehicle for transportation? Any discussion? Go ahead.
So how many of these vehicles are in rotation currently? How many could be repaired if that's possible? Can these vehicles be leased, and why are we just receiving this? Why weren't we included in the process? Nobody said anything about this until we received the agenda, and we still don't have a budget pass to be paying $85,000 or $89,000 for a vehicle. So I just want to know how this came to be and what we have in rotation right now.
So I just want to clear some up too, that you keep saying. You still run on your budget. You keep saying there's no budget. How do you operate anything if it's no budget? You still operate until you guys decide to pay or pass a budget. That's how that goes. And as it relates to questions, and this is what I'm talking about with my board. If you have questions, you should have asked before you got here, right? And they all would have been answered. But we're gonna have a person that actually put this on the agenda, go to the and explain it to you so that you will have the answers that you need. Tony, you have the floor.
Hello, everyone. Hello, trustees, supervisor. It was placed on the agenda for purchasing a handicap accessible vehicle. We currently have 8 vehicles in rotation, in transportation, that 3 of the vehicles that the lifts are broken, and we have experienced a mechanical failure this year with air conditioners with vehicles. So, yeah. A lift repair is $10,000 per unit. Well, no, all of them are not. We've been repairing them. All of them are not currently down, but to fix those 3 would be $30,000. Yes. Roughly about $6,000.
So I'm just asking, maybe more cost efficient to get the 4 vehicles, we have 4 additional vehicles versus buying one. Yeah.
It was 89 for 30. Yes, what we also did was 2 of those units, we lost transmissions that caused additional repairs. And I put on the agenda for a new vehicle so that it would constantly be in rotation. So if one broke down, we would still have one that would be under warranty, that we would not have to continue working out that additional cost.
And then, this vehicle will be purchased, and so will be the cost of the.
So what actually happens with the lease vehicle, they want half
of the money for, like, the lift would cost an additional $10,000. The lease vehicles do not come with the lift. So the lease company wants half of that purchase up front for any add-ons to a vehicle. So inside of leasing opposed to purchasing, if we purchase a vehicle, then we own it outright financially, and there's not any added cost built into the monthly payment. And at the end, after the 3 years, 5 years, we can in turn trade that vehicle, and we are no longer dealing with the lease company and with everything that's going on with the lease company. I thought it would be wiser just to purchase through the co-op.
I have a question.
Yes.
Chairman. When it comes to something like this is something that normally should be bidded out because of the dollar amounts. I mean, I know you said like you go for the co-op and it's kind of streamlined, but would it still be a good idea to try to bid it out?
So with the co-op, they actually did all of the bidding. So the co-op,
Gives you the lowest, or
yes, they give us, we have the lowest possible price. So what the co-op actually does at the beginning of the year, they reach out to these vendors. These vendors deal with the co-op and with the manufacturers and give the co-op the lowest price. We've joined these co-ops and we've been a member of these co-ops for more than 4 or 5 years.
You said we have 8 vehicles. What's the most we would have on the street at one time?
All of them. Yes.
Excuse. Yeah, I just want to go back to the repairs, because again,
Coach.
it was my question. Okay.
But yeah, you took our coach.
Girl. But anyways, yeah, so back to what I was saying, I think it's more, it just sounds better to fix the vehicles and we would have more in rotation. I mean, because if we already have 8 vehicles, you have 3 broken, so you have 5 right now, right?
So right now, all of our vehicles are on rotation. And
All 8 of them?
thank you all very much for making sure that the dealerships will pay. All of our vehicles are on rotation. The thing that begins to hinder us if something goes down and we have to take it out of service. Okay, when a unit needs brakes, we have to take that unit out of service for that day or for 2 days until we get the parts and then put it back in service. So that becomes a hindrance, like we need a transmission, air conditioner repair, certain things that the vendor may have to put apart. Now that puts us further out of service until that unit gets back up and going.
But, again, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but, it just seems like it would be more effective when we had 4 vehicles that work versus just purchasing 1 vehicle. So I'm still trying to understand that. We would have 3 vehicles, you know, it's like with the lift versus just 1 that works.
So in essence, we have 4 units that are 2006s. So those units are almost basically phased out. What we did maybe 4 years ago, we purchased 2 new vehicles, ST7 and ST8. Those are the 2 newer units that's in our fleet. Okay, after 2 years, the lift is no longer under service, where the remainder of the bus body is still under dealership warranty.
I mean, I understand, but I think just because we simply don't have a budget pass, I think this is something that me as a trustee, I can speak for myself where I say
her decision was made anyway. He could have said anything. That decision was made anyway. Carmen's decision was made anyway. Chris Gonzalez, I don't even know the outcome, but I know that decision was made. You know what I mean? They already knew what they were going to tell him anyway. Now, I want to say, I'll wait.
I'll be open to hearing the need, but I just don't think that it's feasible to buy an $89,000 vehicle right now when we don't have any.
I think what I want to say is I think it's so weird because they didn't have all these questions when it was time to vote for Tiffany Henyard's Cares, or to take the trip to Springfield when it was shut down. They didn't have all these questions then. It's like we forgot, you know what I mean? They didn't have these questions when they were going to Vegas. They wasn't taped. We asking for a handicap lift for wheelchairs or such. And y'all are like, oh, you know what? I just don't think that's the right thing to do. Ice cream, you know what? We really can't afford that right now. Pencils, you know what? We're going to have to table the pencils. It's really weird. It's really weird.
Active budget, but it's something that I'll be willing to include in the upcoming budget that we have presented to the accountants.
Understood.
All right, any more discussion? All right, are you guys going to move forward?
I'd like to make a motion to pass and to have a budget in place.
Okay, that's fine, but y'all do know y'all do have a budget, right? Y'all know y'all have money in the budget. It's still money in the budget that you're operating with currently. That's why I was saying, that's why, hold on. That's why I'm trying to explain it to you, because think about it, how do you operate the day-to-day here? You still operate, did you go and listen? How do you operate today? You still operate today without a budget. Okay, so that means there's still money in the old budget, because other than that, you could not operate without any money. But what I'm saying to you is, if something breaks down, I can just explain to you, then what do you do when it's time to go pick people up? And one thing I do love that Tony did mention is that all our vehicles are out on the street. That goes back to me saying that every department increased when I took over. We up to 80% of people knowing Thornton Township exists. So people are calling for all the services here, but we gotta make sure we got the manpower and the vehicles to make sure we can go out and do the job. So you guys saying, oh, I'm gonna wait. Life don't wait on nobody. So why we gonna wait when we can do something about it right now, today? And then if something bad happens, meaning it all break down, then what do we do? And then people are scheduled for stuff, what we gonna do? It just gotta be better than this, but okay. All right.
Currently, the motion on the floor is a motion which has been seconded to approve the purchase of the vehicle. Trustee Gonzalez had proposed a motion to, I guess, not approve the purchase pending approval of a budget. There's not been a second or a roll call with respect to that.
All right, is it second? All right, call roll.
This roll call is with respect to the amendment by Trustee Gonzalez.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Carlisle? Trustee Jones? Trustee Gray Everett? Supervisor Henry?
No.
Motion passed.
All right, so next, moving forward, we got on here. Okay, next is supervisor. All right, so we did a lot of great things here through our township, despite what all the negativity is. One thing I do love is public service. Without public service, guys, you gotta have a heart for the people. You have to. That's what keeps you going. That's what keeps you motivated. That's what keeps you strong and focused. We had Friends of Tiffany Henry picnic. It was really epic. It was this was last Saturday. It was at Just Ice Rink in Dolton. It was from 11 until 8 p.m. Residents still came out. They had a blast, and they was able to get free food. So they got free food that I paid for. Yeah, me, Tiffany Henry paid for the food because the board did not want to vote to feed the residents. And that's what I mean to you guys when I say you gotta have a heart for community, for people. I reached in my pocket, paid with my own funds to make sure that everybody still ate, that the picnic still went ahead despite people hatred up here. Because you see other events was on the agenda today, and they still voted no for it. So in doing so, people appreciate that, because if I did care, I wouldn't use my own money, right? Because you want people to say, hey, she really loved what she do, and I do. I love it to the T. But you have to give people the opportunity to lead. You have to believe in the person and give them the opportunity to grow. It's said that everybody just come and they attack and say negative stuff. Just imagine this. I always say it's me today, you tomorrow. It happens everywhere, but it's just a matter of when it's your time in the rinse. So we had that going on. Township Talk. September 25th will be Township Talk. That's what we sit right here and we talk to you residents about things that's going on in the township. We give you fact and we shut down all that fiction stories that they got out there in the public, and we give you all the evidence you need. So if there's anything about our budgets, our surpluses that we have here at Thornton Township, we give you every single detail, and every department that sits right here where I am, and they talk to you about their department and what they do in their department and the need for their department and how many people they help in their department. So that's what I love about Township Talk. Again, something y'all wasn't doing before I got here. When I got here, a lot of things weren't going on. So we're gonna talk about that tonight.
We'll talk about some stuff going on in the chat. So we got Choose saying it's tomorrow and it's me. That was me, Choose. That was me, Choose. I'm just sitting here like, again, what do I got to do with any of this other than having a YouTube channel? And Trina, everybody knows more than anything, you're speaking for the people. So that's good. That's good. That's good enough. And you know where you are with it. So that's amazing. Like all that stuff, that's for people with short attention spans, and you know, the disrespect. It's just, it's rampant because it's a gang culture. It's a gang culture. Everybody got to group up and feel like they making it, like they bullying. It's definitely. Yesterday, Choose put up her high school ID. Choose, was you in 3A, 3B, or 4C lunch? Because that determines on how much you was bullied. Let's go.
Are you ready for my video? Okay, the first thing I'm going to entertain, you have people who's asking me questions while we're taking care of agenda items. You're supposed to stick to the agenda is how it works. The chair controls the agenda, the chair controls the floor. Just so people understand Robert rules of order. But people never want to follow the law. They just want to say what they want. And in doing so, you stay on task with the items you're talking about. Other things you talk about in your report, or you talk about the Township Talk, and you answer them that way. All right, where you at? You ready? Okay, yesterday, I know that, hold on, let me get it. Yeah, this is it right here. Let me know you're ready, man. So y'all know I love making videos. They have no time to complete the video, but when fake news report videos, and yeah, it was Live Being, where you at Being, I don't know if you behind the camera, Live Being, made a report yesterday about Thornton Township, and this is how obsessed they are with your supervisor / supermayor, right? They made a report about Thornton Township about the Taste of Thornton. As I stated to y'all before, the Taste of Thornton was voted on by the Board of Trustees, was approved expenditures, but they didn't report any of that, right? So in doing so, he inflated numbers to say one thing, and the truth is the truth, right? He did a FOIA. I have a FOIA right here. This is the FOIA that Ben did, and he reported that we spent this type of money right here. $30,000 for Kiki, Jay Holiday 20, and then some other performers which we did not have, but people like to make stuff up on us all the time. And he said it cost Thornton Township $135,000. All false, fake news, false. So move on to the next clip. So this is a breakdown of the cost for Thornton Township. This is everything that he forged that we gave to Ben. Ben the light that is. $32,000 right here was the breakdown right here for what it was that we were supposed to do for Taste of Thornton. Next slide. $50,000 was for the agency, as you can see, for the performance. But he said that we spent all this money, and that's not the truth, right? Because the truth will set you free. So here we go. Next slide. We spent the grand total, $83,000. $83,000 what Thornton Township spent. Little do y'all know, it's less than what Frank Zuccarelli spent for all the taping that they ever did. But did y'all FOIA that? Did anybody ask any questions? His last taste was 160. I'm trying to give you the exact number. He put it up? Oh, you put it up. Okay, 103. So I'm glad, thank you, email, you for putting this together so quick. So that's what he spent in 2018. This is what we spent in 2024, as you can see. But again, people run stories because they got national platforms, and y'all run fake stories. So I call them fake news all the time. They never give y'all the truth. So I just want to break it down. So the real cost was $83,000. Lion Ben said it was $135,000. The difference was 51,000, right? The difference in percentage was 63% markup that he lied to y'all on the news about to say that we spent $135,000 loss. What I say? And the other thing I just wanted to say at the end of that I know a lot of them will do anything for ratings and I get it. I tell y'all they use my name, my face, my likeness for ticks and views, and I understand that. And I know y'all making money off of it. I told y'all didn't pay me my percentage. But with that being said, just stop lying on us. I don't like that. As I always say, stop lying on me before I start telling the truth on y'all. And that's what you lying me in. That's that. Next, moving on. Let's talk about these events. I always say that the events that we got and what's going on, and I did a comparison because I like to basically compare apples to oranges. Because people say one thing about supervisor, but they don't go give you the meat stuff. Right here for events that we did, MLK, we did Mother's Day, we had the picnic, we had the taste, we had Veterans Day, Women's Day. These are all events that the board right here that you just saw was saying no to. But these are all events that community really engaged in and really loved that we was doing here. So I just want to show you that. The next one, salaries. That's another big issue we had here in Thornton Township. Salaries was all out of whack when I came in. They had ghost payroll going on here, all kinds of stuff, news, but y'all didn't want that. So when I tried to tell them about all these things that was going on, people just ignored it. So here I am telling you again, 2.5 years later, because that's how long I've been here. Let me see. So let's go to, I'll go my report first since I got it. So y'all mad because
Can I ask y'all something? We understand what's going on with Tiffany and all that stuff, but do y'all think that some of the stuff, like really, even the people that can't stand her, don't you think that some of what she's saying may be true? Just a little teensy bit, just a teeny weeny bit. And that's why when people be like, what's taking the Fed so long or stuff like that, like I don't know anything about that, but that's when y'all like, what's taking the Fed so long and da 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 da. It might be a little more complicated, and she's able to defend herself by some of the numbers that she has, just a little bit, you know. It might be something going on there that we just don't know. Like I said, I'm on the outside looking in, where it might be a teeny bit true number wise on what's going on. Gardis said he wasn't getting the back. Well, Gardis, that's because no one likes you. I'm sorry, Gardis. You know I had to say it. You know I had to say it. You know. With my psychology degree and all that, I had to let you know. That's because people don't like you, Gardis. You know that. That's why they didn't give you none of that good ghost payroll money. But I think it's some things that may be true there. Some things that may be true there that we just don't see. Now, I always want to do both sides of the story because remember we had Stephanie Wiederman on the show, and she said allegedly Tiffany or her crew was using Zuccarelli charge card after he had went to the upper room. May he rest in peace. So I don't know. I just think everybody's to blame. I think that everybody is to blame. I think things went really bad. You know what I mean? I think just stuff. I think that a lot of it had to do with she wasn't letting things go the same way it was supposed to go all those years. Like maybe some things she stopped because it would get her in more trouble. And now because she stopped it, she really is in trouble. Oh. It's just sad. It's just sad. Ooh, but you know what? Never mind, Carefree. I would tussle, but you're right. I can't tussle with you there. I don't even want to think about poor Rod. He was a mess, wasn't he? Ooh wee. All the governors, all Illinois governors been a mess. Ooh. Child, Lord. All right, let's go, you guys. Let's go back.
the money is getting spent the right way. When in fact, in the past, I'll give you an example. Y'all had ghost payroll going on. This is the previous administration. Some of them in the crowd. You had expensive bonuses, and Stephanie Williams, remember was one, she got an $18,000 bonus, $20,000 bonus. This is how you get people in line. I just want to point this stuff out. I know y'all don't know about this, but all this thing going on in Thornton Township. You had gasoline for all. So if you wanted gas, everybody got gasoline. I don't care who you was, pull up, you got gas. They had take-home vehicles. They had spot treatments with government funds. News, that's some news you can use. Employees work from home, no accountability for where they at. And HR was giving out personnel information. So all of this was going on. And again, this is stuff that I was trying to tell them when I first got here. But everybody that was here, that was upset, I had an attitude, pushed the cameras to me and say, no, look at Tiffany, I just got here. But I was basically exposing all the mess here at Thornton Township, and that's why it's all cleaned up. That's why we got surplus. We had deficits with that. I don't want to say because I ain't on that. They had deficits for years. Dude, what was you at? So how was they spending money and they didn't have it? Big bingo that people mad about. I don't know who mad about big bingo. If your grandma, your auntie getting out the house, they coming to hang with people that they don't know, y'all funny. And
I'm laughing. Then Melanie said, now I got to change my dang on battery. She's still talking. Shout out to the Lansing Journal.
Your friends. So that's what it's about. It's about community unifying, community all.
Y'all, I would love to be on here a little longer. How long can we get to let's get to Trina. I feel like we saw all that. Let's get to Trina Downs' public comments, because I think that's the only thing we missed. I know I really need to watch everything, but y'all, I ain't got it in me. All right, let's go. Next slide.
I got shackles on my hand because we all been made slaves for decisions of this board. In 2011, Thornton Township had 42% of its assets in cash assets. That was $14.6 million. 42% of the township assets. When Frank Zuccarelli died, how much of that was left? Who keeps accounting of it? Who is in charge of it? How often do you keep accounting of it? Can anybody on the board answer that outside of Tiffany Hager, because you guys were here before her? Who was here in 2011? Why is it so quiet? We don't do
It's quiet now.
questions in Thornton Township, Supervisor Hager. Chris Gonzalez, the $14.6 million headed, that was in cash assets for Thornton Township, how much is left? Ms. Everett, how much is left? Jared, how much is left? Carmen, did they tell you how much is left? Stephanie, do you know how much is left of the $14.6 million that was held in cash assets? I know that $2.2 million was spent on a garage for township vehicles in 2012. How much is left? That was 42% of the township assets held in cash. Who is in charge of that money? When Frank was alive, who else besides him was in charge? And when he died, who was in charge when he died? I know one thing, I'm gonna FOIA till I find out. And if they got to dig Frank up and shake his pockets, we're gonna find where that money went. Make no mistake about it. So.
Wait. My man back there with the black shirt, look at his face. Look at the man in the back with the black shirt. Look at the girl with the you gotta love Trina downs. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at him. He like, oh my God. Look, the girl behind him with the red hair, she just put her head down. Like, we're gonna find out where that money is. Now, Chavis, don't be having Chavis, we're gonna check your IG every minute. You better be having just lunch. Just have a good lunch, Chavis. Wow, look at that. Look at this dude face behind her is hilarious. Oh, child, I got chills when I heard that. I didn't even know. Trina said we're gonna find out where the money at.
You don't gotta answer me, but as I say, you'll answer that pen. Tiffany, you got an answer?
Y'all sure do. Stephanie Wiedemann was in charge.
Girl. Oh, news to her. Well, we'll certainly find out.
That's the finance director.
Who's the finance director? Robert? Where's that $14.6 million come tell the cash asset 2011? Where is it right now? Who's that asset
Okay, Robert, look, y'all can talk over there. Let us adjourn our meeting. You can talk to her right now. Let me adjourn this meeting. Motion to adjourn.
It's a.
You hold that back there. Y'all keep us here all night.
Shit, it's over with, ain't it? Find that money.
That's right, Trina.
Motion to adjourn.
Your name.
Motion to adjourn.
My battery died at the right time.
They are.
Right second.
Motion to go.
Trina.
I'm gone.
Trustee Gonzalez? Yes.
I appreciate
Trustee Carlisle? Trustee Gray Everett?
I'm definitely going to order one of those. I like that.
Trustee
Really
Henry?
nice, smooth.
Trustee Jones? Supervisor Henry. Yeah.
Child, subscribe to the Lansing Journal, y'all. Now that's how you end a meeting. That's how you end a meeting. Ooh, child. I'm sorry, you guys. Make sure you go to the Lansing Journal. I just really I just didn't have it in me to sit for another 45 minutes. So we just skipped to the end. Now, it's other news going on in Thornton Township. Like I said, we'll be covering Critical Smoker. He went over to, where did Critical go? District 205 school board meeting with Trina Downs yesterday. And also, it seems like it's another school board that got a situation. It's a situation, guys. I guess this is news. This is news. It's so much to cover. And it's bigger than us. Let's go, y'all. Let's go. Let's go to the next slide. Y'all in here. If you're in here, I got 109 people in here. If you're in here, hit the like button. Even if you're in the bushes. What don't you understand? I am confusion. You guys spend all this time screenshotting, saying what somebody said in the chat, passing it along. All that stuff. At least like it. That's all you gotta do. Like the video. They won't know. You here to report. You spending your hard-earned time sitting here trying to report back the bones. Hit the like button. I appreciate you. Okay. Let's see where we're at now. Let's get to it, y'all, because you know, I get sensory overload with what's going on. Let's see. At least like the video. What's up, What's up, Dave? What's up, Carefree? Okay. Let's go. Yeah, Trina gonna tell us the truth. All right, so Dolton, here we go. Dolton in the news again. So for y'all that are just, thank you, Mama Bear, for joining. So y'all that are just thinking it's just corruption or whatever that's happening. This is my first time watching this. This came out about 56 minutes ago. Let's see what's going on in the schools. We had Trina Downs down at the high school district. Now I think this is the grade school district, if I'm saying it correctly. Oh, child, let's go. Here we go, Dolton. Remember, Dolton Deputy Superintendent of Schools to sue district over alleged racial discrimination. Is she black? Is he black? Are they black? Because where's the racial discrimination? Because, child. Dr. Sonia Whitaker plans to file a lawsuit against Dolton West School District 148 and Superintendent Dr. Kevin Nealty, accusing them of racial discrimination, retaliation, and violations of federal law. The lawsuit follows Dr. Whitaker's concern about mismanagement of public funds. Here we go again. Mismanagement of funds. And a press conference will be held with her attorneys and Reverend Jesse Jackson at Rainbow Push Coalition headquarters. Now, I have a problem with this. I have a whole video coming out with Reverend Jesse Jackson, and it's to say where our leadership is, where's our strong black men in our community. Remember at Rainbow Push, this is a subject for another day, but remember they appointed somebody, then that was short-lived. And Jesse Jackson has Parkinson's or something like that. He's 81, 82 years old. He has Parkinson's. He needs to rest. He needs to rest. Like, we have no one that could step up and continue the legacy of Rainbow Push. And so now Dr. Whitaker is going to stand there with Jesse Jackson Jr. So let's listen to this. I'm interested in seeing this. I am somebody choose. Let's see what we get. Dolton again, y'all. This is Dolton. Can't make it up. Let's see. Oh, Betsy the computer acting up. Let's see. Come on, Betsy. Pull through for a couple. Pull through, babe. Pull through. You can do it, Betsy. You can take us there. Take us to the promised land. Let's see. Maybe I have to refresh. Let's see. Let's refresh. I was watching all that Shannon Sharp and got a virus on my computer. Let's see. Oh, this is live. Oh, never mind. This is live. Okay, so we got to keep on going. Okay, I thought it was a video. So it says the Dolton Deputy Superintendent of Schools plans to file a lawsuit Thursday against the district and current superintendent for alleged racial discrimination and retaliation. Dr. Sonia Whitaker is accusing Dolton West School 148 and Superintendent Dr. Kevin Nealty of racial discrimination, retaliation, and violations of federal law, including U.S. Codes 1981 and the Civil Rights Act. Wow, this is interesting. The lawsuit comes after Dr. Whitaker says she raised concerns about the mismanagement of public funds within the district. Dr. Whitaker and her attorneys plan to discuss the lawsuit during a news conference today. So we'll try to get that news conference, guys. In addition to Dr. Whitaker, her attorney, Todd Yeary and Shakita Hall Jackson and Reverend Jesse Jackson will attend the news conference, which will be held at 11:30 a.m. Oh, we're late. Let's see if I can find it, guys. Hold on. You know, I wonder how this got here. I'm just researching Dolton stuff, and just like we found the young man that was killed outside of Wilma's, this is popping up. Let's see, Dr. Whitaker. I wonder, let's see who she is. Let's see who she is, Dr. Oh, let's see. She's a young black woman as well. Let's see. Let's see. This is interesting. So why is everyone? What is school district? See, I'm not. So she's like the deputy superintendent of schools. Let me bring her up so y'all can see what she looked like. She's young. Oh, I'm like, why is she getting racially discriminated in? And I'm saying allegedly. I'm like, Dolton is black mainly. Oh, well, here's the board, guys. Let's bring up the board. this is what's happening. So this is Dr. Nolte. That's her. This Dr. Whitaker. Then we got, okay, so the board is kind of, it's mixed. You got, yeah, you got a mixed board there. So let's just get up out of there. So I don't see let's continue. I don't see the other part yet. So it says, let's continue. Dr. Whitaker and her attorneys plan to discuss the lawsuit on a news conference today. In addition to Dr. Whitaker, her attorneys, I would say Jesse Jackson. The press release was received from Dr. Whitaker's attorneys, stated that she was a former deputy superintendent. However, the media contact noted this was an error and she's still employed with the district. This is interesting. Here we go. Like, Dolton, stay in the news. Dolton, stay in the news. We can't go left. We can't go right. This small little town, stay in the news. Like I said, we saw, oh, that's not the school board. I'm sorry, Gardens superintendent office. I'm floating here. That's not the board. So let me go back because I have to retract that. Y'all the best people ever. So Dolton, hold on, Trina. What do I call them, Trina? Dolton 148 school. I wasn't in that district. I was 149. It's the district office. Thank you. Thanks, Trina. Okay. So it's the district office. Am I saying it correctly now? So she's a deputy superintendent for the district office. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Trina. Trina corrected me. It's a district department heads, not the board. Thank you. Dolton 148 Riverdale School Board. Thank you. Thank you so much. So now we got it right. Do we vote on those people or are they hired? Trina, do you know? Do we vote on them? Like, do certain people vote? Thank you. Those are district employees. I showed, not the board. Thank you. Thanks, Trina. Correction. Thanks, Trina. Thanks, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm giving out the wrong information. So thank you. You in danger, girl. Miss Sonia, what happened? So, So it looks like Fox 32 is the only one that picked it up so far. I don't see the press conference yet. So it seems like the story hasn't gotten super huge yet. So is she a whistleblower? I don't know what's happening here. We'll just wait to see. But again, all I got to say is Dolton's in the news again. So we're going to have to follow this story too. It's just really interesting that we stay in the news. We just stay in the news for mismanaged this, not doing that, fighting over this, fighting over that. I'm just tired, y'all. It's fatigue. I was listening to Critical and Trina yesterday, and she said at the end, she was like, Critical, shout out to Critical. He'll be covering more of the municipal meetings like Park District and the school district and the village. And I think that's a good idea because a lot of these meetings, no one's really paying attention to what's going on, what's being passed. I wonder, is a library board, do they have a meeting? Is that considered on the list? Just wondering, how's our library system going? It's just sad. It's sad that all eyes are on Dolton, and I hope things get better. Like, I'm with Carefree for 5 miles. We in the news every day for 5 miles. Is it any way? That's why I'm like, is it any kind of person that could step in to help and stop stop everything that's going on? Just stop it. You know, it's really sad. Like I said, we're gonna break down Trina's video, but when they called the police on her, did you guys know that Trina Downs went in to inquire about her children, and they called the police on her? They just called the police on people. No coup, no respect, and they get paid. It's ridiculous. And if you don't speak up, they'll do it for years and years and generations and won't get, and nothing to get done. So y'all, we in danger, girl. So the meeting is tonight. Make sure you subscribe to Critical Smoker. Check him out. Get everything you need over there. So it starts tonight. Child, I took a nap at 11 o'clock because it's just too much for me. Too much. I need a slice. I might have to go swing by Township and get a slice of that scene. If they still got strawberry cake on the menu, they might have stopped it. But I'm going to just go check it out. And you guys, I just pray everything works out for the community, because my whole thing, even though I'm giving commentary on this, yes, Critical Smoker is going live tonight for the meeting. Let me just put it in the chat. Make sure y'all have his link. Let's get him over to 2K, guys. It takes a lot of energy to stand out there and do these meetings. And Critical is definitely covering it for you guys. Make sure you show him some love. Yeah. He said his batteries are all set. It takes a lot of energy to deal with that. And I'm just grateful to him. He could get us that coverage. Also, Critical, if you're listening, bring your microphone. Bring your microphone. And that's it, y'all. I just pray everything gets resolved, because the only people that suffers are the residents. But I tell you one thing, if somebody came in there and froze those trustees and the superintendent paycheck, I bet you we get some answers in the budget passed by the end of by lunchtime. By lunch, they'll be like, budget back on. If they had to be in a pickle and not get paid, they'd be like, budget on. We got it together, you guys. Hey, how many ramps? We went to Menards and we got the ramp for the ramp for the seniors. We bought the Carmen was like, I baked the cake. We good. Everything's done. Everything's done. You know, if they had to suffer, but they don't have to face any consequences. We heard even the super mayor. She said right then, well, since I'm not gonna take a credit card, good luck. Hey, department heads, call the trustees when something go wrong. I'm out. Like, that's not no way that we're all should be running a government on both sides. Like, it's really, really sad that it can't be some kind of resolution, some kind of way. I wonder if I could get some archives of the old Thornton Township meetings with Zuccarelli in it. That would be interesting. I would like to know how things happened. You know what I mean? I would love to know how things happen. All right. Oh, yeah. She probably won't be at the meeting. If it's at the field house, the mayor won't be there. If it's at Village Hall, she'll be there. And that's it. All right, you guys, have a great day. Mike number 5 says, save me a piece of that strawberry cake. That's like $20 a slice. I got you. I put some in the freezer for you, Mike. Trina Downs has her petitions, you guys. That's great news, Trina. That's great news. Thank you. Let us know so we can see it. I'll see you later. All right, you guys, I'm going to go. I got some work to do before tonight. I love you guys, and take care of yourself and each other. Oh, wait, they'll have my thing? Because I'm only trying to do one thing, guys. But we were long-winded, so we got to get
Can I be recognized, Mayor?
You want to be long-winded? I'm just asking.
All right, you guys, take care of yourself and each other. Bye.
Commentary Blue Commentary Burgundy Commentary Comment Blue Commentary Comment Burgundy